He's been on Good Morning America, and he's had a 3-part mini-series on Nat Geo Wild on the Mustang Millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the Texas Cowboy,
howdy, folks.
Bobby Kerr.
How are y'all doing? Thanks for having me. All right, happy to be here. I want y'all to visualize and picture in your mind a young horse, a Mustang that was born in the wild, raised in the wild, having to defend himself from wolves and coyotes, cougars, other wild dominating horses. Always looking over his back was crucial to his survival. Weathering the harsh winters of Nevada or Wyoming, yet a drink of water might be 20 miles apart in the deserts of Arizona. But he was free, a wild Mustang, an American icon. Our Indians hunted and fought wars on these horses. The cowboys and the settlers, they tamed the West riding these horses. The Pony Express, they delivered the U.S. mail on the backs of these horses. The U.S. cavalry even rode these horses. The ground was plowed and crops were harvested using these horses. Thousands of cattle were gathered and driven on the backs of these horses. So our American Mustang has been very instrumental in the shaping and the growth of our great nation. And still today, this feral horse roams free out here in the West. Oregon, Wyoming, Nevada, California, Arizona, 40,000 head of wild horses are still roaming free today. Not very long ago, Poncho here was one of them, running wild. Gathered and captured by the Bureau of Land Management and offered for adoption for a 120-day wild horse training contest. That is how I have become involved with Mustangs. They have truly changed my life. I'm forever grateful to them, and I'm going to share with y'all right now how usable, how trainable, how amazing, and most of all, how American our American Mustangs are. Please watch.
I want you to notice Poncho, the bay horse that Bobby Kerr is riding. He's 8 years old. Captured in the Callahan Range in Nevada. You want to talk about the Wild West? Bobby's going to show you how the cowboys used to shoot off their back. They're agile, they're fast, they're strong, they're powerful. I want you to notice something else right now. They're broke. They're broke to ride. And it wasn't out of a forceful hand. It was out of a friendship that Bobby had created with this horse. The one thing I want you to notice right here is that there's no bridle, there's no bit. He's just using a stable strap. How about that for Bobby Kerr and Poncho? Kind of like an old lonesome dove when the Indians are coming. Bobby's got a different way of laying down his horse for them. Hey, how's that for broke? Can you do that with your horse? He invites Poncho to lay up a little bit. Poncho being attentive to his master's command, gets his feet underneath him and stands up. Says, all right, Pop, what do you want to do now? Poncho placed 4th in the 2011 Supreme Extreme Mustang Makeover. This was the fan favorite horse. I told you, if you're having some Coors Lights and you need a designated driver, you can hire old Poncho. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to do one thing. If you appreciate the Western way of life, if you appreciate the traditions, if you appreciate Bobby Kerr and Poncho, would you stand up and show the Texas man and the wild Western horse and the Mustang that you like what they're doing? I want you to check out BobbyKerrMustang.com. You can also find out how you can become involved. Take the opportunity to get to know Bobby Kerr. That poem right there was just a sample of the life that this man leads.
Okay. I ain't never done this before. I'm gonna slow up the rodeo, but I'm gonna do it. I've wrote a poem about all my horses. I'm gonna share Poncho's poem with y'all. Every bit in this poem is exactly true. It's the way it happened. Here we go. I saw my first Mustang makeover in 2010. Up there in Fort Worth in that Will Rogers pen. I was so impressed, I thought I'd give it a try. I thought it'd be right up my alley. I don't know why. So I bought my first Mustang on that RFD TV. I called them on the phone to do my bidding, you see. A month later, I went to pick him up from the BLM. But I got to looking and I noticed that it wasn't him. I said to Callie, well, that's not the horse I bought. Look closely at the film and you'll see that it's not. So the little bay Mustang I bought somehow got misplaced. They couldn't find him nowhere. It's like he got erased. She said, the one you bought was pretty steep, but if you'll take this one, he'll be really cheap. So I said, okay, sometimes things are meant to be. Let's go home to the round pen and we'll see. I roped him and applied some pressure to see if he would give. Well, he flipped over on the ground. I said, you're gonna live. He sat up and whinnied. Darndest thing I ever seen. I told him, I'm your friend and I'm really not that mean. But after 3 times, I see he doesn't understand. I drop that rope and get another plan. He had a halter and a lead rope to touch I could not yet. But off my using horse, close enough I was able to get. I grabbed that lead rope and to the horn I did go. And pretty soon he's leading. What a smart Poncho. He said, if you don't choke me, I'll follow you. If you're really nice, I'll do anything you ask me to. He taught me more about training a horse. Gentler ways are better than strong force. He did real well at that show. He's opened up a lot of doors, more than I'll ever know. I take good care of him. To me, he's a star. We got us a rodeo act, he rides in the car. He gets fresh water and alfalfa and I keep him shod. I tell everybody, he's my gift from God. Thank y'all.
Well, friends, some people say that Bobby Kerr rescues Mustangs, but the truth be known, the Mustangs also did some rescuing of Bobby Kerr. We appreciate you standing up.